So we got a 6120M that we're working on today. I've got the coolant draining out of the system right now. We've got a couple of leaks that we're going to be addressing. The line right here has been seeping pretty good. We're going to go ahead and change it out. And then over on this side, we're going to be changing out these hoses right here. It's kind of a one assembly there. But I actually had to do a patch job recently to get them going. They had a pinhole blowout in one of the two lines here, and I ended up just chopping it back and shortening it to get it going, but the hoses are getting pretty brittle. When you change oil on these, some of the oil will drain down on some of them lines right there, and the oil will deteriorate them hoses. And so they're getting pretty brittle, so we're going to go ahead and change that set right there out as well. And then we'll go ahead and put some new coolant in this tractor. It's I think this is the first time I've ever had to drain the coolant out on this one, and so it's original. I think it's got, we're almost 4,000 hours on this tractor. I think it's a 16 model, so it's about the recommended time to change the coolant according to Deere specs. So we'll go ahead and do that anyway. Doesn't look just the best anyway. So some of these hoses aren't in a very good spot, but using some of these little water pump pliers, Knipex Cobras here, you're able to get on these and squeeze the little tabs to get these popped off of there. And we've got a hose back in here we're going to use to squeeze the clamp. This one up here was shoved way back up in there. So if you're going to do this job, you definitely need some of these little pliers to get in those tight spots to get the hoses off. But it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Got all the hoses loose now. If I can just get them all pulled up out of there. You can see right there where I'd put that hose clamp on the line there. That one there is getting pretty mushy. We'll go ahead and get that new one shoved in there and installed. So we got the new lines installed there. So now we'll go over on this side and change that line. Got our snap-on refiller hooked up for pulling a vacuum. And then we will suck in new coolant. So notice that the bolt's missing on the door handle here, so I'm going to see if we can find a bolt to put in that. That ought to work. That's much better. Lock nut so it won't come loose again.